So I do want the board to know these rules we're laying out today, I think, are all essential to move Oklahoma forward in education. This right here, when we talk about academics, when we talk about accreditation standards, first of all, the legislature has put in statute that we are to take into account academic results-oriented approach. So we should have already been doing this. But I want to be clear, this is part of how do we get out and be a leader in academic outcomes? Well, what we, teachers say this, and we say this all the time to our kids, what you measure is what's important, right? So, I mean, what does a kid always say? What's on the test? And what they're asking is, do I need to know this, right? Well, when we have an accreditation system that doesn't say anything about how kids are performing and giving goals on that, we have sent a message that that hasn't been of the utmost importance to our districts. So I think it's essential we do this. These are the type of changes that we must continue to do, is to be towards results-oriented approach. You just heard a presentation from Tulsa. This is these are the exact accountability measures we put on Tulsa, right? We asked them to hit these measures. You guys heard, and as Brian pointed out, we've got folks that have reached out and said, hey, this is too hard for us to meet. You putting these goals on here. We just watched Tulsa walk in here and give a great presentation and look at the efforts they're making to do it. I think that should be, for every district, we should be measuring them. We should be ensuring they're hitting those. And then we need to be able to allocate resources accordingly for those that don't meet those. So you guys have heard us talk about this rule a lot. I do think it is essential in making Oklahoma more outcomes driven in our educational system. It helps the agency allocate resources, and it helps hold districts accountable to student performance. So that's why I would like to see this rule passed on the adding academics to our deficiencies.